Yeah, I think I would keep this on the draw even if I got a free scry. This is effectively like I would keep this minus a random card that wasn't the land with the free scry. So this is effectively the same with the temple there. Man, I can't play turn 3 or turn 4 Tarka if I miss a land drop? Shucks. Oh, maybe a mirror? Land. You're not a land. Can't afford to miss that drop there or be exposed to removal like that. I'd rather... Like, drawing the Elvish Mystic there is basically the same as saying I'm going to hit a land a turn after next, which is sketchy. Real sketchy. So one thing you may notice is that every card I've drawn this game so far is rare. Uh, or Mythic. So we were kind of laying it a stack out before the Pro Tour, and it's like 4 Elvish Mystics, basic lands, and rares. The sideboard is the only thing that doesn't have that has non-mythic, non-rare cards. Yeah, probably a mirror. That's cool. Caryatid, both because if it's dragons, I can't get what's it called, roared, or I can also just next turn morph a Mystic if I miss a land. Effectively hit 5 mana the next turn, even without any land drops for Whisperwood. Yep. Okay. Mm, well, I have to play for the fastest target possible here to rectify this. Though my opponent can actually just play land plus a target next turn, and I probably just die if that happens. Oh, look, it didn't do anything. Ooh, 1 life. Yes, I'm very dead this game. Let's see if I can get out of this. Think Whisperwood is part of it. Oh, there's Dragon Lord Atarka on top of my opponent's library? Sure. Okay, I don't even know why I'm continuing to play this game. I'm going to lose these 2 creatures. Yeah, this is just over. Yeah. Okay, we got green-red mirrored. Yeah, there's actually no way back from this. We can't interact with that Atarka in time. You lose these, manifest. Maybe there's a shot. 5 there. Let's see. I am probably... This is another wish. I'm good. No, I'm good. No, I'm okay, really. I don't want to see more of that. Fun and interactive magic has been occurring. Okay, so you want this card and this card and this card and this card because it also makes mana. And Deathmist Raptor is trash. And actually, I'm just not going to board in the second Nisa. I'm not entirely sold on it. I want all these Whisperwoods. I want all these Pelucrinoses. I definitely want Xenagos. I don't really need that many Nisas. Nisa. I keep pronouncing it in like 5 different ways. This is more Tarkas. This is a Tarka. This is a pretty reasonable threat to curve into. Yeah, this is fine. You can just toast their first threat with a roast. It's fine. I'd keep it with a scry. Keep it without a scry. One vote against Rogue. Well, would it be? I don't think it would be Nykthos. Probably be. It would not be a Rugged Highlands. That card is bad. Maybe. Realistically, it'd probably be a Haven, if anything. Probably be fine this game. Oh yeah, it's very convenient that for the purposes of playing this deck, I did not have to obtain any new cards at all. Rogue's Passage is literally the only Magic Origins card in the deck, and this is a Return to Ravnica version. Yeah, this is fine, especially against an opposing 6. This deck doesn't mulligan a lot more, it just mulligans to 5 a lot more with the rule. Actually, probably mulligans a lot less with the Paris mulligan rule as opposed to the Vancouver mulligan rule. Just saying a lot considering that the mulligan rule has remained pretty much static for about 20 years. I don't know. This deck is so good with that rule. I really don't want to. I think that it really hampers what you can actually print in semi non-interesting ways. Like things like you start getting to the point where you're just printing cards that create mid-range battles, and that's kind of awkward. Like it. You're getting to the point where you're debating whether a game rule, whether playing, well, where like you can make more non-games or less non-games for fair decks that already didn't have a lot of non-games in exchange for taking entire archetypes out of what you can actually print. Why are my lands mismatched? This one is really cool. It should all be this one. Yeah, it's just. I think that unlike something where like cutting counters, like Mana Leak from the game opens up mid-range archetypes, what you are losing here doesn't really open up the game a lot, it feels like. Because it actually incentivizes people to build more decks that more often mull to 5 and make non-games, because their mull to 6s are so much better. It's just like the way you exploit it is by playing right into it. And like it feels I don't really think that it accomplishes what you want. Especially because a lot of the decks that are very not. Oh, come on. Card's so good. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to time walk my opponent here. Like you, by incentivizing these decks that mulligan more and need more hands like this, you're actually creating non-games by giving those decks not draws. So the reduction in non-games is countered pretty effectively. That's pretty good to curve into. Oh, look. I have a card that does something. My opponent's going to play a Courser, and I'm going to play a Whisperwood the next turn. And it's just not... I'm just going to win very, very easily. Because their card sucks, and my card rocks. This looks bad for our opponents. I guess I technically want to manifest a non-land permanent. I don't have Courser to save the fetch for, so we'll just do that. What did I hit? Oh boy. See, this is what this card is supposed to do. You put this one into play face down, and then you turn it face up. It's going to take a little bit, but looking forward to it. What is going... Oh. Pelucranos? Oh. How... 2 mountains? I should not have played that land before playing the Courser, I think. So I can Hydra for 5 and ride my advantage. Or, well, I'd rather just save the Hydra. Because I'm hitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I get to hit 9 mana next turn if I... Oh, boy. Whew. Whisperwood. Keep it coming. Oh, my gosh. I'm so bad. Why did I not tap my Shaman? This is what I get for thinking about normal mana creatures. I could have Pelucranos there. Live and learn. No, that's not the one you want. So I could just Rogue's Passage and kill the Xenagos. Well, this should enter the battlefield here. No, no, no. I want mana. Tag Xenagos. Tag Xenagos. Tag Xenagos. I don't mind this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You chose poorly. Kill. Oh, I could have attacked the Shaman too, I guess. I am not thinking a lot about what's going on here. Oh, there's another Atarka. Yeah, the Shaman should have shoved too. Xenagos would be at 1. Yeah, actually, that was awkward because I gave my opponent an opportunity to Atarka me. Or, well, I would have been Atarka'd anyways. My opponent could have plus Xenagos there. If I get a... Does getting a Atarka there even hurt me that much? No, it kills Manifested Atarka and a 2/3. And then I untapping it to Atarka. Yeah, that probably doesn't actually hurt me that much. In Rogue's Passage. Yeah, I played that game really bad and had a massive advantage, so it did not matter. Like, really, really bad with Shaman. I always keep forgetting... Like, I'm just doing math with Shaman that doesn't line up. Wow. I guess we get to play against red or artifacts in the final. Oh, 0-1? Oh. Or not. Could just be someone no-showing. Yeah, that game was... Don't do what I do. Well, I mean, do what I do where you curve out and you kill them, but don't do the rest of it. Horser's just so bad at doing anything. You think it'll help you grind out against Dobzon, but it just doesn't. You just, like, hit a land, and then you're down, like, 4 cards to them anyways, because, like, your next card's a Radical Mystic. You actually have to, like, do something massive, like what Trail does, where you're, like, up a card, and you flip Den Protector, you're up another card, but then you're up another card because you put back a Death Mist, and then you're up another card because of Trail. Then all of a sudden you're up, like, multiple digits worth of cards on them. And sometimes... You know, the reason we have roasts is because sometimes you would just lose to them just siege rhinoing you very quickly, but it wasn't the most common thing. Yeah, maybe I did want the second Nisa. That card seemed pretty powerful there. I guess I really, really don't want it on the draw. What I really, really do want on the draw is Elvish Mystic, because that card is how you break serve, and it's kind of like the, like, curve cheat of the format. You know, you get to Elvish Mystic, and they're stuck. Like, now you effectively have the play. You know, you've traded. Both players effectively put themselves down a card, and you're on the play. Which is really great for this deck, you know. Because... Is that the math right? So 6 cards. They have 6 cards. If you're on the play... Yeah, you play your second land, and we go to 6 cards. Actually, they're just effectively down a card. So because if you're on the play and you hit your second land drop and pass to them, then they play their second land. They would have 7 cards after playing their land. Instead of... Yeah, it's just absurd. I'm counting Elvish Mystic on turn 1 as if you had gone land on the play and then second land on your second turn. But, like, you have the same number... You have, if you're on the draw, you have 6 cards in your hand after that, which is the same as you'd have if you went land, land. Jeez, it's just fundamentally broken. I'm very glad they did not... Yep, there we go. Oh, they mulliganed. There's a lot more mulligans with this deck than you would think. Oh, don't do... Oh, this is not what I wanted. I actually can't plan on playing with the same card. So, if my opponent doesn't play a second Mana Dork... I certainly do not block that. I think I have to play Shaman here. Let's see. So my game plan is draw a land that comes into play untapped, roast this Whisperwood and play Pelucranos. It's not a great line. Okay, well, I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to play this Whisperwood then. Actually, oh, I can't play. I was like, I should play Xenagos, and then I realized I can't play Xenagos. Anyways, I don't really think there's like a 6. Oh, wow, that was good to hit. There's not really a 6 I'm afraid of. It's the 7. So my goal is to roast next turn to time walk my opponent off of that. And the 7 being obvious Atarka's. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 non-creature mana. Xenagos is free to put on the battlefield. I have 7 overall mana. The problem is that I can roast in Pelucranos here very easily. Turn this creature face up for its mana cost. They're the same thing. Xenagos. Plus red, green, red, green. Roast the Elvish Mystic. Plukranos. Oh, nope, nope, not you. You are what cost that mana. Yes, you are a creature spell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, sure. This is a fine one to Megamorph here. Or to, not Megamorph, to Manifest. I'm just gonna activate Rattle or Shaman next turn and kill my opponent. So let's plus green, green, red, green, green, red. And then I do this. Turn this face up for its mana cost. Pay this. Yeah, I can't kill my opponent unless I activate this. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I really wanted to do that, and I've done it twice already. It's so good. Man, it's like having a mana creature that makes 2 mana for a single card is good, and having a card that breaks late games is good. Wow, shocking. This card is great. It's probably going to be one of the most important cards next year, too, after all the other mana creatures rotate.